Hey beautiful people, welcome back to Everything Like a YouTube channel. You want to know how I made this beautiful dress? Please keep watching. And if you have not subscribed, please help me press the subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get into the video. I've gone ahead to draw a starting line, which is also referred to as a shoulder line. So from here, I'm going to go in by 3, and I will go down by 2 for my front neck, my back neckline, and I will go down by 3 for my back neckline. I later changed my mind for the front neckline because I wanted a V neckline, so I changed my mind later. And I'm going to measure my shoulder divided into 2. From there, I will measure my sleeve. I didn't know what sleeve length I wanted, so I just put it there, and from that sleeve length I will go down by 1 inch, and then I'm going to connect that line straight to the neckline. I will measure from my shoulder to my waist, my shoulder to my hip, and my shoulder to the full length of my bubu, and then I'm going to draw a straight line across those lines. And so you guys know, just so you know, I am not a tailor, I am a self-learning tailor. I'm watching YouTube to teach myself how to make dresses, so I might make a lot of mistake on these dresses, so I'm not a tailor, so I'm just learning. All right, now I'm going to measure from my shoulder slope to how wide I want my sleeve opening to be, and then I'm going to measure my waist divided into 4 plus 3 inches, and the same thing for my hip divided into 4 plus 3 inches. I'll take my hip measurement of the full length of my dress, and I will also add about 2.5 inches to that, or 3 inches, depending on how much you want the down of your dress to be open. And I'm going to connect those marks together. I will connect it, and then I will just, when I get to the front here, I'm just going to make a curve to curve the curve of the hand. Yeah, I took my back neckline first, and then my shoulder slope. I'm just cutting where all the marks are, and for the down I also took it like a slope because I went 1 inch above, and I gave it a little slope there, and then I cut here also. After cutting the back neckline and opening it, I saw that I didn't want a round neck. I wanted to try to do a V neckline, so I went down by about, I think it was 8 inches. Yeah, I went down by 8 inches, and then I went in by 2 inches. I should have went in by 1 inch, but I went in by 2 inches. That 2 inch was too big. Next time I'm just going to go in by 1 inch. Like I said, I am a self-learning tailor, so I'm gonna cut it out. You will see how wide it is. It was so wide. After I cut it, I was like, oh, I should have done 1 inch. Or you see, it was very wide, but it was okay. I was able to make use of it. And now this is the white fabric that I cut out. I also used my gum to iron them together so the fabric will have a little bit of weight. Now I'm going to stitch it all the way down and go below that neckline just a little bit. I'm just using my pins to pin it down, so it will be more easy for me to stitch down. Okay, and now I'm done stitching. I'm just going to notch it a little bit down there, as you can see, and then I'm going to flip it over, and then you will start seeing the neckline. You see it, just put it under just like that. Take your time while you are doing this, because if you don't take your time, the V neckline will not come out well like mine. So take your time to do that, and you flip it to the other side. You see that little space that's remaining, you stitch it together right there. And once I'm done, I'm going to cut out the excess right there. Yeah, after cutting it out, I'm going to cut the facing for the back neckline. That's the facing. I'm going to stitch it together right there, and then when I'm done, I'm going to notch it, and I will use my gum to iron the back neckline out instead of stitching it, and it came out really pretty, right? And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to measure the from the shoulder to the waist. I will measure, and then that's the pocket right there. I marked it with a chalk. I didn't want to notch it. This is the sleeve. I added this white fabric to the sleeve. As you can see, I'm just going to stitch it. I stitched the shoulder, and then I stitched all around, and all around the pockets. I also sewed around the ending. If you have watched this video to this point, thank you very much for watching. Oh, God bless you. If you have not subscribed, please help me to subscribe, so you can ginger my spirit. Thank you all for watching. I will see you on my next video. Everything okay here. Ciao.